Good morning, once again. Alright, so we're moving on. Got a couple new people in the roster. It's kind of spreading out this party all over the place. Yeah, Sarah's still awesome, so she's going to sit in the background doing nothing. Let's see how these level 1s hold up in a pirate fight. See if they're able to keep their crap together. There's a pen. Got no business with us. Well, conveniently, you know, just kind of happened to land as they're about to murder this guy. No matter what route, they're about to murder some guy. Alright, so you're gonna go over here. Donalto is gonna just go charge himself up repeatedly. So yeah, and then once Donalto's charged up, he'll go ahead and send the Griffin in for an attack. That Griffin will then retreat. We'll just kind of go back and forth doing hit and runs. Everyone else will just bum rush in. Alright, so these guys are level 10s, so they're actually going to have some... You know, we should probably check what their equipment's doing. They are all over the place. Okay, so Darzo's pretty decently set up. Brian's alright. Got an old blade, though. Lynette is pretty well set up. Paige is kind of ghettoing it here. Behe's definitely got problems. Now this guy's... I mean, he's got a light setup. This guy's alright. This guy is amazingly set up. And this guy should be easy to take out, and you are a problem. There's a pen. Could be better, but he'll live. For the moment, anyway. Actually gonna have the monk charge in with everybody else. Yeah, Zapan should do a pretty good job defending himself. I cannot overstate how much I love the fact that they block more now. Like, they're actually properly fighting. Not like, that guy's just taking damage over and over and over. Except we can only do 5s. It's kind of amazing that this guy that's like a trained knight or whatever can't possibly put up his shield to defend himself. Now it's like, no, he's using that mess. He's deflecting stuff all over the place. Oh, Christ. Alright, so that guy is a beast. Alright, Zapan's gonna have to go on hold for the moment. He's just gonna have to keep himself alive back there. Alright, Johan's gonna be necessary. No one's up here right now, so I'm gonna have him use some rock artillery for now. There we go, that's respectable. Right, well, bye-bye Terranites almost right off the bat. Wow, that's pitiful. Yeah, thank you, healer. After this fight, at least they'll get Fearful Impact, so they'll be able to pull some stuff from there. And yeah, Zapan's gonna probably die. These casters are just tearing him a new one. Go back here, go for a flank. Not that I care, Zapan is not one of my favorites by far. I really don't care. Although he is another guy with another weapon that is doing a good job No. Dang it. He was within range to heal him, too. Oh, I screwed up. Wait. No, I didn't screw up. He's fine, he's fine. Block. Nope. I have Woden retreat. He's honestly doing better than I would have expected. But he's not exactly surviving too hot right now. So what I had completely messed up there, or I thought I messed up, I thought I mixed up Voltaire and the other guy. Alright, so he's going back. Maybe I can have somebody else pull a heal on him. Dang it, they're still using Berserk at the end of their turn. What's with that? There has to be some way to fix that. That's so stupid of him. Bye-bye, Voltaire. I may stand completely corrected on that whole he's probably not going to be the one dying thing. Alright, Johann. You do your thing. I'm very glad to see swords aren't just inexplicably better than everything else now. Yep. Bye-bye, Zappin'. Right. We're gonna do better attacking this guy. So I think what I'm probably gonna end up doing here is just wait for Vipal to get close and just take him out. This feels like a we gotta go for the leader type situation. Can you take her out, please? Okay. Good Jorb. Oh yeah, and Glare, instead of being a shackle, because somebody decided that made sense, it is instead a fear move now, and available earlier. That's good. It does its thing. So, a little bit of a gamble here. I want to throw some damage out at these guys. I want them to go and attack L here. So that should keep the rest of the frontliners alive for the moment. They should all pile on her. Might help out a little bit. There you go here. Attack Darza. Good job. Now who needs a heal or maybe... Well, I guess she's the only one that really needs a heal at the moment. Zapan could have used it last turn, but it's... I suppose it's a little bit late to put a band-aid over his decapitated head, huh? Ooh, lots of block. So, I may need some clarification on this, but as far as I understand, when it comes to the luck system, that is entirely based on the day. So, like, when they pick up a card and says, yeah, they got all this amazing luck on them, that it's basically just for that fight. So they aren't stacking up a bunch of negative luck on a character that somehow will miss 99% 100% of the time. Though sometimes it really feels that way. Okay, and there we go. Darza's decided to bring himself down to the front, so that should be the end of this fight. I mean, all props to him for quote-unquote leading from the front and all that. That's not exactly a great idea, though. Right, this guy's staggered. You know, honestly, for hitting with Frighten and everything else, it's still pretty decent. Dang, Woden, you were just being punished just all day. Now, let's bring him down. Because I don't know the vertical range right now, as far as his, as far as the Empowered Beast ability. I assume that hasn't changed, but still. Rapier. Oof. Wow. That, okay, that's incredible. For a Berserk with an axe? Didn't really think about that much, but a mass breach or a mass stun? That's beautiful. Okay. You should be able... yeah, to get a shot off from here. Bam. Now, maybe I can get my soldier guy up there to barricade him off from running away. Good, Carolyn took the shots. It's not who I wanted to take the shots, but it is what it is. Apparently no one went for L for some reason. Oh, there we go. Never mind. She's dead. Apparently I accidentally got what I asked for.
Nice.
You know, even at level 1, he's doing a pretty good job. Like, right now, I can honestly believe he just doesn't know his role more than he completely turned brain dead as soon as he got this class. Easily one of the biggest gripes of the original is like, why are they doing 1 damage? They're still using a weapon. In this case, like, okay, yeah, he's doing... You know, he's doing up to 20s and whatever else. He's at least doing something. Maybe he's unfamiliar, maybe he just... Maybe he's having a bad day, he's not used to the armor, he's not used to how swinging works, though if his armor's fitted right, honestly that shouldn't be an issue. But still, point being, it's more believable. And really, that's what this game needs in spades, because it's got story out the ears, and it's utterly amazing. And then it gets to the gameplay, and it's like, okay, this is awesome, there's all this stuff going on, and then you get to some of the weird quirks, like, okay, I don't understand what's going on. Why does everything suddenly not make sense? Alright, and that should be all good, he should be safe. Where the hell is Donalto? Why did I not use Empower with him? Probably because I'm forgetful. Oh. Alright, I'm just gonna go for this. Yeah, that'll kill him. There we go. Yeah, I was thinking for a sec whether I should be attacking his, kind of helper in the back there. I had to block off his escape, but it wasn't necessary. Alright, Terror Knights got access to arguably their best ability. So, Fearful Impact. I believe that's available earlier now, though I could be entirely wrong on that. And you know what would probably mention something a little bit about this? Probably this PDF over here. Let's see, Fearful. Or is it Frightful? Oh, Lord gets Fearful Impact too? Nice. Okay, so RT cost down to 15. Yeah, that's the only change I see mentioned for it. So yeah, I guess it's always been at level 3 then. Learn Fearful Impact. Probably put it in place of Knockback for now. Why do I not have you using your two-hander skill? Which, oh, I was about to say it looked like he was training it without having it equipped, which A, I wish, but B, you know, he wasn't, he just used it earlier. Alright, let's assign that. And it's gonna just bug me on the OCD side of things that I have all these things completely out of order now, and my 2 guys that are using the same class are different. But that's why I gave them different sprites, so that I could actually remember these things. So yay, they have different sprites, and mostly the same skill set. Bertrand, how would you like to become the ultimate spearman? Also was noticing that the spear crew were kind of getting a little out of hand with their overpoweredness, so a little bit different now. Still can't do parry and deflect, as amazing as that would be. I kind of want to... I kind of want to give him Augment Light, actually, because of how often he gets buffed. I think I will. Because he doesn't get double hit for a while. A Vigorous Attack is definitely going to be a yes, but he's a few levels off from that still. Like, original, there was no point in equipping this most of the time, but now, with how evasive everything is, oh yes, that is gonna happen. Alright, so now it's gonna be a soldier leading the knights instead of a knight leading the soldiers. Whatever. Let's pretend it makes sense. You cannot learn Sanguine yet. That's a 14. You can learn Anatomy, though. And here's where the liver goes. You know what? I just like to imagine they're just sitting around playing Operation for, like, an entire day to learn Anatomy. I think the next skill, or the next class that comes up, I'm gonna have Sarah become something else. You know what? In fact... I think what I'm gonna do is just kind of exclude her entirely. Change Johann back to his previous thing, so back to a spearman. Or should I actually bother to use Spellblades now? Yeah, you know what? I want to experiment with all of it. Wait, why am I doing that? I should just make Sarah Spellblade. Because the archers are already covered. You kind of look like a Spellblade, so... Where is it? Here. A Valkyrie! Alright. Yeah, these, female Terror Knights look dorky as hell, I gotta say. What can you learn? I believe you had daggers, didn't you? Alright, whatever. You're gonna get a spear, though, so that's nifty. Get a Zeeston. Maybe some armor and stuff. Some leggings. Whatever. She'll be upgraded as her points allow. Equip. Okay, let's check if the auto-equip works right. Okay, you are not really considering their skills here. Should I have them do hammers? Because I don't have anyone on hammers right now. Yeah, I will have them on hammers then. Man, this must be infuriating. There we go. He's pretty awesome. Auto-equip attack. Equip attack. The auto-equip is useful now. Oh, except for their weapon choices. Grr. There we go. Should probably pick up an extra Warblade. I can't quite do that because I'm pretty sure there's another fight at Chrysero. That's fine. Did I pick up any new claws? No, I did not. Probably upgrade to better shields later. Honestly, the Targes do a really good job just as they are. So I'm not even positive I want to upgrade their shields right now. Can get more attack out of one of these. His avoidance is redonkulous right now, though. And that'll stay. Didn't I pick up a bowgun? I think I picked this up a while ago and never gave it to him. Oh well. Nothing there. Alright, this is looking fine. 1 billion years later. Oh. And then I completely hit the wrong window. Fight at Chrysero? Oh, no fight at Chrysero. Okay. In that case, sell this piece of crap, since thankfully one-handed swords are not that good now. I picked another Warblade. Actually, they can't use this Vi yet, right? It's 7? Yeah. There we go. Nifty. Just drop regular save for... or, quick save for time's sake. Alright, now with the Tynemouth Hill... Who am I replacing here? I think I'll probably take out Bertrand for one fight, so I can have her in the front here. She should be able to do decently well. And I think the ranged guys are pretty much going to carry this one. Appreciate the ability to get away with kind of a borked party. As it's cleric fight time. So, first things first. Noah, where are ya? Oh my goatness. Okay, so he's already in friggin' Balder. We'll see about taking out Glacio, or Gatiello, or Gatiello? I don't know, whatever. Friggin' Pimp Knight over here. Man. Okay, these guys actually are gonna put up a fight. So, their whole party is supposed to be a joke, right? So, first time that you're coming out here, they all have lobbers, and pretty much they're just going around chucking bombs. Now they're actually gonna fight. So this isn't a joke fight anymore. Usually the option's there to kill off Gadialo early. I believe he shows up later as a boss character. That Gadialo is danger. Well, now that he's an upgraded class and... well, now he's actually scary, yeah. I'll believe that. In the original version, like original, he could pretty much one-shot your guys. So that was horrifying. Like, I ended up surrounding him with like 5 or 6 guys. I was like, okay, he's totally not breaking through this wall. He just runs up and just decapitates someone. Like, yeah, whatever, what are you gonna do now? I usually like to call him Pimp Knight, though, because he shows up in his gold armor. I guess he could kind of be like the Mountain. And Mr. Game of Thrones over there, except he actually uses words and not grunts. Alright, so I'm thinking these Terror Knights will do a pretty good job here. I'm just gonna have everyone charge it first. Because first things first, I want to try to at least fight Gadialo. If ever I can get over there, I'm gonna do so. Because that's kind of how the fight changes. If you end up killing her first before he escapes, the fight just becomes to kill him instead. If you end up killing him before leaving, they get all demoralized, and he doesn't show up later. It's not really a huge impact if he shows up later or not. It's just a slightly harder version of Leader. But one way or another, these guys actually have damage now. So instead of being just some joke squishies, they're entirely able to heal, they're entirely able to do damage, and as I was mentioning to Rakes earlier, as far as I'm concerned, this is the one exception to the whole... not really one exception to anything, now that I think about it. Why did I say that? Okay, as far as absurdly exploitable classes, right? So if you go for just one class, you will eventually hit the level 30 wall, so you need to have a second one to absorb some of that XP, so you don't do that before the end of the game, and that way, you know, that's kind of its own thing. So you just kind of have a breezy run through the game. In this case, though, these guys all have healing, they all have damage. So this kind of potentially throws balance out the window. Their only thing that they're kind of lacking is defense. So I'm hoping to just kind of carve through them if that's possible. Now, some of them are going to have a bit of a lack of offensive, well, not offensive ability, but, shall we say, hitting odds. They're not terribly built for fighting. It seems like their resistance is super high, though. That's gonna be the ones with the shields, however. So, yeah, the way that it's changed, the way that the resistances are changed, if you're doing a damaging ability, they can potentially block it with a shield a lot easier. But if you're doing a debuff, their actual resistance is lower, so you're gonna have a better chance of hitting with that. Which, again, is another welcome change. So far okay on the damaging and surviving. Poisoned? Yes, okay. Maybe this won't be as bad as I thought, but they're pretty much going to be able to out-heal anything I do unless I kill them before they get a turn. Now let's give you guys some instill lights so you're able to do more damage. It's like 10% extra most of the time, so it won't make too big of a difference. Oh, you are a dick. Okay. Nothing too terrible. And there we go, even without any skill, she's doing pretty decent with that spear. Now, let's have you spread some damage around. Take out this archer. I do appreciate that the archer's defenses seem to be lower than the cleric's. Probably due to the shield. You guys really could be doing a better job blocking, though. Full impact. Get scared. Also, instead of 10%, that seems to have just done just like 10 plus in general. Huh, okay. Good. Alright, you just stand here and chuck. Because everyone's gonna have to be rerouted to go fight. I might just ignore Gatalio. Or Gatialo. Knight. Whatever. Alright. Got one. Is their resistance way higher now or something? Yeah, it seems to be in line with the rest of their stats. Still kind of on the low end, but I think it might be way higher now. Because I'm pretty certain they just flat out couldn't avoid getting hit by magic before. There's that. Now... He's too far away for Empower Beast, so just sit there, sit tight for the moment. I think if I'm gonna have a more effective combination with him, I might end up having to... what can I give him? Can he do daggers or something? He seems to be spending a lot of time out front. No, that's not a Berserk potential, never mind. I was about to go run into that Cleric up there and go for a Berserk, but that's really not going to hit anything other than my own guys. So maybe not do that. You know, just a thought. Yeah, 61% on something that's less than half the level. Their resistance must be much higher now. And just do what you can. Which isn't very much, mind, but... oh well. Hopefully at least 3 of these clerics can be gone by the time Gatialo shows up. Bring that option to bear, more or less. Who's who here? Alright. Spearface needs a heal. Now, when he said one-handed spears are going to be available for knights, I'm secretly hoping that includes Terror Knights. Get your whole Game of Thrones Unsullied thing going on. Mostly because of the black coloring more than really anything else, because they don't exactly have spikes or whatever. But that'd be kind of cool, right? Can you finish him? No, not quite. Also, crap, I screwed that up. I meant to have him get close and get an Empower off. Oh well. Alright, you're gonna stab through Donalto. Finish this guy off. Yeah, Drain Heart. That's another thing in the original. Now, I could be remembering this completely wrong, but I remember him actually killing some people with that. That's not gonna work. Well, that? Yes. Yes, that will work out dandy. The farther I can get them scattered, the better. Now, since their archers are pretty slow, I'm mostly gonna just withstand them. Don't have to worry too much about going and killing him outright. Actually, Fearful Impact should just downright break this guy. Yeah, I'm almost of a mind that archers are completely balanced now. Maybe there's really no need to change anything about them. Because they get the occasional high damage thing, but their recovery time is so high now. It almost doesn't matter. Which is good. Because they're good, they're a viable strategy, but they will still be outsped by everything else. Although, again, kind of a funny misconception on the whole thing. Like, okay, it's funny, the whole thing with Lars Anderson a while ago, and the whole deal of, you know, he reinvented archery or whatever. So, it's not really speed shooting, they used to just be shooting. I want to say it was it the Turks? I don't know. It was one of the kind of major early powers in Europe. Not really Europe, closer to the Middle East. There, can't really remember what it is off the top of my head, and I don't really want to be rude and Google it. But they pretty much had a rule that was. This isn't exact, but it was something along the lines of you have to be able to shoot a certain amount of time in under 10 seconds, kind of thing. Now, that wasn't exact, but generally speaking, again, archers used to be more of a harassment role than a kill role, so the more arrows they could get out, the better. And as long as they still had some power behind it, you know, there's different ways of shooting, and most of the time, when you're looking at, like, old pictures and things like that, they're actually holding the arrows differently. This feels like an area heal. Like, a lot of the times they'll have them in their hands and stuff like that, and like, okay. Why do we have this misconception about quivers? I mean, is that entirely Hollywood? I don't know. Pretty much. Most stuff is. That's because quivers were more of a hunting thing. You know, if you need to go and shoot fast several times, a quiver's not going to do much. But, either way. That's kind of just a random tangent there. Ooh, it's kind of the defense, though. And, okay, archers seem to have gotten back their terrible resistance. That I like to see. Out of curiosity, what can you do here? Alright, potentially a stun. No stun. I don't... I should look up if Talon Dive actually does a stun. Talon Dive. Okay, yeah. Numbing Hook renamed to Talon Dive, changed visuals. That's the only mention of it. Okay. A damage increased, range down to 1. Good to know. Dang it, Chartain. Why can you not just get stabbed? Oh, crap. So, I think Gadialo is just gonna have to be left to go do his own thing. Looking at skill-wise... Kinda surprised he only has rank 1 of parry. Kinda feels like he should have 2 or 3. Just slow, resist stun. Oh yeah. Rank 4 resist stun. There's no way in crap that's hitting. Actually, what moves does he have? Probably all of them? Yeah, he has all of them. Alright. Forget all that for now. Just focus on taking out these other guys. Yeah, I don't think we're even going to take out Winoa by then. But this archer can die. Wonk. Wonk, wonk, wonk. I was tempted if he had Fearful Impact to have him go attack Mr. Pimp Knight over there, but that's not gonna happen. Yeah, you just go for the archer, because I don't want to lose my Griffin. Want him to get his points, want him to get awesome. Test him out a little more. Kind of like that whole Beastmaster animal combo. Take out that archer. No stun? Fine. Also, it would be interesting if it could be set up. It would be nice to see Phalanx do the same thing as Broaden Force. What I mean by that is the whole thing where it makes Rampart Aura go out wider. Feels like that'd be a good little change. I don't know if it's possible. It feels like an idea. Because that way, Phalanx is a bit more useful. Right now, they mostly just sit there. Please don't get charmed. Okay. Yeah, most of the time, they use Phalanx, and then they just sit there, and they're at the fight for probably 2-3 rounds. And you know, really, what good does that do anyone? It usually ends up benefiting the other guy. I should be able to use Subdue on this guy, because he is a beast. Let's mod that in. And use Subdue on Gatalio. I'm just gonna call him Gatalio, whatever. Gatialo is such an awkward name to pronounce. Jeez, dude. You need to calm the hell down, you monster of a man. Okay, speaking of not calming down whatsoever. Go here. Slap a monk in the back of the head. And I'm gonna have Woden try and at least hurt this guy. It's worth a shot, you know? We staggered him, and got staggered back. And maybe that wasn't a good trade. Giving up on this guy for the moment. I'm gonna get these guys going. 5, 63. Yeah, it feels like their defense is low enough that archers are just dead as soon as you get close range now, so maybe it's fine. Yeah, that's an area heal. Alright, make it happen. I really probably should have just targeted him only instead of hitting my own guy, but oh well. I don't want her to move. And can I finish him? Finish him. Perfect. Slow and steady removal of units. No magician, no moon, possibly. What do you do again? It's avoidance. Agility. There we go. That. Oh, crap. No. Nope. Wait a second. That can be... I've never actually tried activating that during their turn. Oh man, I can't believe I've never tried that. Or was it not possible before? I think it just ended your turn before, didn't it? But yeah, you can completely negate a counter with that. I guess I just always had it so low in the priorities I never tried it. Ah, that's awesome. Alright, now... Relax him. Go get your pet griffin back up. Because I don't think we're winning the fight before his bleed out timer kicks in. We need this monk gone. You need to berserk straight into these guys so they focus on healing themselves. Bam. Now, I have no idea why I thought this fight was in a completely different location, by the way. Some things are just mysteries. Just go here and smack this guy. And do about as much good as the other thing. that's the same, but does a stun now. Yeah, another continual buff to the two-handers. Let's have two guys harassing these guys. Or harassing these ladies up here. Oh, Woden, this will probably... You know what? No. Forget it. Vitalio, you just go do your thing. Not gonna let you get countered to death. Also, he mentioned that buffs last longer in general, and that's becoming very apparent. Because he's had that Instill Light buff on him the whole fight, and it still hasn't worn off. I'm assuming that means stuff like poison and whatnot lasts just as long. Let's see if it mentions in the little PDF dealing. Buff. Debuff. Chance for status spells raised. Minor debuffs like Breach always hit now. Okay. Booby traps and debuffs. Draconic spells buffed. Wizards can use low-level debuffs. Rune Fencers can use buffs. Buffs last? Yeah, lesser debuffs and debuffs, or rather, lesser buffs and debuffs last considerably longer. Stronger ones last slightly longer. Okay. There we go. Now, what do I want you doing? Do a snipes. There we go. You just do a snipes. And just stay where you are. I kinda want this guy poisoned. Feels like poisoning will be a much more viable strategy now. It was already viable before. To the point where I've had some runs that just relied entirely on poison. Like if you ever try to just like mage class or caster only run, which again, to make that fair, you kind of had to use all the different casters, so you wound up with this weird thing of early on you were using just mostly wizards and fencers. Later on, you got warlocks in the mix, and then cyclopes, things like that. But point being, you kind of needed poison to make it. Give us one last go. Nope. Well, okay, fine. You win. You just leave then. Yeah, your most useful bet is right here. Nice. Keep looking for that Sanguine Strike that I know isn't there. And just keep trying to Thunderfire this guy, I guess. Maybe next turn, a Verse ability will do a little better. One thing he also changed, by the way, whenever different spell effects hit different terrain, it used to change. You know, that thing that you probably remember happening exactly once or twice in the entire game and then completely forgetting about. So, that's not a thing anymore. That was just flat out removed. It was mostly just to avoid conflicts with other things, which again makes sense. Frankly, I don't think anyone cares that it was removed. Alright, so in power, we get some pretty sweet rock action going on. Lady? Alright, hit that guy. He's a wreck his friggin' day. Fine, don't. Alright. Donaldo's got another charge up anyway. They're out of ranged options. Yes, we get it. You're an absolute monster. Yeah, they're doing that job a little too well. But there's one isolated cleric over here, or monk. So you go take care of them. You go over here. Smack this guy, except you can't because you're all paralyzed and stunned and stuff. Just fully paralyzed and unable to move. You know, Pokemancy over here. Kinda cool to see that Silent Light is also an AoE now. Either way, should probably just take out Winnow at this point. Seems to be one of the lesser equipped units of theirs, and in general this fight has gone on a billion years, so... this would be good to see a 1 finally. And we don't exactly want to be all monstrous and kill off all the rest of these guys, so... might as friggin' well. This is mostly for the debuff right here. But I had a V8. Yeah, you're probably not gonna matter in the fight anymore. Come on. Somebody with some damage, do some stuff. Actually, you are going to continue chasing them down so that they continue running. I'm just slightly out of range to be able to do anything about, what's their face? The Griffin, you know. Or a weirdly resilient priest gets smacked. Actually, no, weirdly resilient is this guy over here. And friggin' ow, I just bit my lip. I mean, this guy has been taking and recovering damage like an absolute monster the entire fight. He's just held out as their frontliner. Yeah, who needs healing knights anymore? Oh boy. So, I guess area heal. Nice not having to worry about her MP pool as much now. It feels like clerics might be a little too good. Maybe some of their abilities could cost... well, no. They're kind of fine. They're fun. They're fun as they are. Bam. Just hurry up and do that. Hang it, lady. Okay, well, Winnow is slightly more isolated. I'm gonna have these two just try to keep these friggin' guys over here. Let's try to keep Winnow over there. I don't know. Feels like most of my damage is a little too slow to keep up with them at the moment. Probably be focusing more on some of these close ones to get them going. Might end up having to take out all of them so I can even get to Winnow on time. Any of you have a debuff right now? No. Just smack her, I guess. I don't know. Not much Elle can do right now, not with her setup. Also, I was completely mixing up who's who. That's Winnow right there. It's almost like this is confusing. Okay, go here. Trap this douche. And then hopefully get empowered by Donalto. And then hopefully get some kills in. More poison. Dickory. Heal these guys up for now. And yeah, I was hoping one of these guys would get a turn, but they didn't, so it's just axe time again. Get bent. Just imagining this guy standing there like a friggin' just pincushion of axes and swords and crap. And he just doesn't die, just his entire head caved in to the point that he just has this negative hole on his body. Doesn't matter, he's still kicking. Oh. Now what I should be using is Singing Light. Or Silent Light, rather. Completely forgetting their counter here. That's what's going on. Alright, so next turn that the cleric, or my monk gets a turn, it's all over. Drop a Silent Light on him. Let this crap be done. Can't do anything, can't do anything. Smack away. Thinking... no. I was thinking if maybe I could get her daggers or something. Just end him. There. Finally. Went down swinging like a champ, but I don't want to see his face ever again. There we go. Damage, more damage, more damage. Should probably get... I think knights can use Sing, or Silent Light. I'll probably slap that on him. That way I have 2 silencers, since they're more useful now. Sorry about that. Zero, 23... Oh boy. Well, I guess try it on this one. Probably once augments higher, that'll be a little bit more useful. Okay, fine, whatever. Just gang pile. That's what we're gonna do. Gang pile on this one. Get ye bent. Dude. Relax with all of those. When you can kind of just give up and no one's gonna say no to that. You kind of already see where this is going, I would assume. Okay, fine. Whatever. Probably should... I was gonna say probably should have the Griffin get smacked by someone. But oh well, just do it this way. Bite her face, she's gonna get a heal and go to nearly full health again. Or at least half. Whatever, end her. Whatever means it necessary, just end this particular friggin' monk. There we go. This guy's too slow to keep up with this one. Really don't know what I expected with that. Maybe I can at least get some damage off on Winoa. Who's gonna go heal that other one right back up again? With an area heal for some reason? Oh, because she wants to heal herself. Okay. 3 and 0. Yeah, go for another one. Alright, did that train your augment at all, though? No. Okay, Johan. Squish her. Now that I think about it, you know what? That whole double spear strategy. This is just kind of a completely random note here, but okay. I was mentioning the double spear strategy where you have like 2 people on opposite side of a thing. Actually, no, wait. That's not gonna work. I was just thinking you could have 2 guys using phalanx that were countering back and forth, but phalanx actually prohibits countering, so never mind. But at least one guy with phalanx would only make the damage go one direction. Right, there we go, that's another one down. One of these days, I hear there's this thing possible called this fight ending. Probably should have waited for an empower on that. I think I'm definitely gonna switch to Nalto to maybe blow darts or something. Because right now his speed is just too low to keep up with the Griffin. Oh, is she fear-proof? What? Okay, for some reason fear didn't hit her. However that works. Alright, no point in that, just meditate. Have yourself a little V8. Okay, didn't get charmed. Didn't get charmed. Might just be immune to all debuffs, actually. Also a possibility. Oh man, she's detonating herself to hurt everyone around. I guess her AI still wants to use those bombs even though she doesn't have a way to throw them. So she turned to like a weird kamikaze over here. Take a look at those skills again. She just has resist silence, so she doesn't have the immune to everything ability. I don't know. Can't empower anyway, just go over here. Just axe her, please. Thank you. Yeah, no kidding, they healed many. Alright, so that heal rebalance, oof, that is beautiful here. A little bit irritating, not gonna lie, but that was awesome. Like, the fact that they held out so friggin' well. That's the way it feels like it should have been the whole time. Yeah, fantastic stuff. Actually wasn't able to get yellow without a problem, so feels like the original again. Thank you again, Mr. Rakes. I assume, Mister? There's really no guarantee. Anyhow, yeah, that's it for this part. Thanks, bye.